What's up, you guys? Brandon from Flesh and Blood Brothers here. Wanted to hop on and talk to you guys about like what is the core set of cards that you want to run in Chane right now. So if you're looking to start playing Chane and you have your expensive staples, then you can take this list and kind of freestyle on top of it. So Chane, you're gonna run Rosetta, Thorn, Skullcap, Husk, Grasp, and the Creepers. And I also keep the Vexing Quillhand in here for the Arcane Barrier 1 and the ability to create some rune chance on demand. So keeping it pretty slim on the equipment side. So there you go. Once again, it's Thorn, Skullcap, Husk, Grasp, Creepers, and Quillhand. I would call that like the core minimal equipment. And so every Chane deck is going to have 3 Shadow Puppetry, no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Gives an attack, +1, and go again, and then you have a chance to top deck a Shadow card and banish it. So every Chane player is going to run 3 of those. Most Chane decks have 2 red Minnowism at this point. You could make an argument for 3, certainly, because a lot of your attacks are base 3 or less. So yeah, but 2 is, I find, the sweet spot. 3 Howl from Beyond. This is part of your essential Blood Debt stable of cards. So every Chane player is going to run 3 red Howl from Beyonds. Soul Reaping. I wish you could have 3 of these cards because it's quite an amazing attack, but of course every Chane player is going to run Soul Reaping. 3 Belittle. Believe me, I used to hate this card. I used to hate the Belittle Minnowism nonsense. But after seeing it in many top lists and playing with it myself, it is pretty useful to fetch a red or blue Minnowism when you play this, and it's an attack for 3 that has Go Again built in. So yeah, most Chane players are going to be running 3 Belittles. And of course, 3 red Bonding Demigons is of course a Chane staple. 3 red Rift Binds. Every deck's going to have this. 3 red Ghostly Visits. That's your Shadow card. 1 for 4 with Blood Debt. And 3 Unhallowed Rites to put Howl from Beyonds and Seeping Shadows back at the bottom of your deck. So every Chane deck is going to have these reds. On to the yellows. You're going to have 3 yellow Art of Wars. Art of War is insane in Chane because if you already have a lot of Go Again in your hand, you can give everything +1 and then banish an attack with Blood Debt from your hand. So you draw 2 cards and you can still play that card from your banish zone. So there's really no downside to it. Every Chane deck's going to have 3 Art of War. Yellow Mauvrion Skies. This one's kind of on the bubble, honestly. I love Mauvrion Skies, so I run 3 yellows. Some people run 2 yellows, or even just 1. But yeah, Chane loves Mauvrion Skies, especially with Spellbound Creepers. Give you a bunch of action points and Go Again and Rune Chance. Solid play. Yellow Captain's Call. This is another one you're going to see either 2 or 3 copies of at your discretion. So right now I am running 2, I believe. So yeah, it's useful for that Go Again, or if you need a crucial hit effect or anything, or push some damage late game, you can give them an attack +2. No downside there for real. And then you're going to have 1 yellow Seeping Shadows. It won't always be in your deck, but it'll be in your sideboard for when you have to Eclipse. So yeah, this is just very helpful in setting up your Eclipse turn. And it can go to the bottom of your deck with Unhallowed Rites. And now on to the blues. Every Chane player is going to run 3 blue Mauvrion Skies for the Go Again. And it being blue, so it's a slam dunk. Captain's Call Blue is another one where you'll see either 2 or 3. Right now I only have 2. But that's going to give you 0 cost attacks +2 or Go Again. 2 blue Minnowism. This is what you get when you play Belittle when you need resources in your hand in a pinch. So I run 2 there. 3 blue Shrill of Skullform. This is a new Chane staple from Everfest. Pretty much is a blue that blocks for 3, and then in a pinch, yeah, you can just Soul Shackle and attack for 5 with a blue card, so that's pretty nice. 3 blue Shadow of Ursur. Every list forever in history is going to have 3 of these. It really helps in your Eclipse turn, and enables a lot of wide turns with the go again that it can generate from banishing a Blood Dead card from your hand. 3 blue Bounding Demigons. Again, it blocks for 3, pitches for 3, and it can attack from your banish zone in a pinch. 3 blue Vexing Malice. Blue pitch, blocks 3, and then if you need to attack with it, it does 2 arcane damage out of nowhere, so maybe you can kind of sneak up on the enemy at the end of the game. And I have 2 Invert Existence. Some people will have 1, some people might even have 3, but I find 2 is fine. And this will be in your sideboard most of the time, but it really helps when you want to Eclipse. That's 2 instants, so that gets you 2 out of 6 of your Blood Dead cards right there, just with Invert Existence. And then you're going to have Eclipse just in case. Again, it's not going to be in your main deck a lot, but you will have it in your 80 cards for Classic Constructed. Blue Seeping Shadows. Some people skip out on the blue, but I like having 1 yellow and 1 blue. Again, it helps your Eclipse turns. It can help you really go wide. And then, this is not a Shadow or a Runeblade card, but Timesnap Potion. You should have anywhere between 1 to 2, maybe even 3 Timesnap Potions in your 80 card, Classic Constructed cards. Really helps against Prism and makes Eclipse much easier. If you have a Timesnap or 2, makes it a slam dunk. So that's the Chane core, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So we have 17 cards left to play with after our equipment and the Chane core, quote unquote. So personally, what I have is 2 Command and Conquer. Really helps against everything except someone who runs Crown of Seeds. This is slightly controversial, but I have been testing Dimensional Gateway, and you can actually do some pretty crazy plays with it, especially if you use it with Spellbound Creepers at instant speed. But opting 3 is pretty valuable in Chane because you want to make sure you're banishing the right cards, and you can put certain cards on the bottom with the opt, or you can make sure your next hand is looking good. So it's kind of like a worse Sonata Arcanix, but the opt is pretty powerful, and a lot of people overlook opting. 2 red Minnowism. You'll find this in most Chane decks. It's not a staple per se, but I personally run 2 because a lot of our attacks, pretty much 99% of our attacks cost 1 or less. So it's just a nice +3 pump when you need it. Tome of the Arknight is kind of a meme card right now, but if you combine Tome of the Arknight with a Dimensional Gateway, you can set it up to where you can opt 3, banish a shadow card, so you can have a card to play from Banish Zone, and stack a non-attack and attack on top, so you can Tome of the Arknight and put both of those in your hand. So it's kind of a wonky combo, but again, we had the Chane core already established, so these are kind of flex cards. So I'm trying out 2 Tome of the Arknight right now. 2 Guardian of the Shadow Realm. This is just for Starvo matchup for real, or maybe Bravo. Just need a block 6 when you need it. So you can replace this with Unmovable. But I'm running Guardian of the Shadow Beast just for the Blood Dead synergy. Consuming Violation. It kind of combos with Dimensional Gateway because it spits out that 1 arcane damage, but this is just tech against Starvo right now. Not a lot of people will run this, but discarding a card, I probably want to run this against Viscerai and Starvo just so I kind of disrupt some of their combo wombo hands. 2 Runic Reclamation. Some people run 3, but this is very good against Prism and the Chane Mirror. So, yeah, popping auras and creating rune chance, and it swings for 7. And then personally, I have 2 Bounding Demigons in here to help when you want to play Eclipse, just more free attacks and more Blood Debt. But yeah, this is optional. I do like it. It's good flavor. And then another one of my spicy includes right now is a yellow dimensional gateway as well. Again, just trying to set up Tome of the Arknight and just YOLO some combo wombo turns. So that's kind of the Chane deck I'm playing with right now. Once again, this core of cards that we went over earlier, that'll be true for any Chane build essentially in the world. And then these 16 or 17 cards, they're here to flex with. So yeah, again, Command and Conquer is good. Red Minnowism is good. Tome of the Arknight can be fancy. Runic Reclamation, I recommend you have 2 of those at least. So yeah, you can play around with this sideboard, but this definitely is the established Chane core. So hope you find this video helpful, and let me know if you think I'm missing anything, or if there's any other essential cards that I've overlooked. But otherwise, I will see you in the next video, and I'm looking forward to the next set of cards dropping. Talk to you soon.